they had this moment where she's dominating the earned media cycle so completely. And one of those issues is around the debate. I mean, he is sort of shriveled into a ball of fear at the idea of debating her.
Kamala Harris is the most liberal elected politician in American history. Did you know that? She's an ultra-liberal politician. She's absolutely terrible. She's, as you know, more liberal than Bernie Sanders. Can you believe it? She's rated far more liberal than Bernie Sanders.
Meanwhile, this guy...
Our army manned the airport. It ran the ramparts. It took over the airports. It did everything it had to do.
This guy is not going to get better between now and Election Day. He is not at all.
The airports during the revolution, right?
And for the record,
that's what happened.
For the record, Joe Rogan, he says it twice. He doesn't up and fix it. Listen to that again, because he says airports.
Our army manned the airport. It ran the ramparts. It took over the airports. It did everything it had.
He literally corrects himself to say airports clearer.
I mean, we can find 30 other examples if Joe Rogan wants to try to act like that's the one. And frankly, I'm quite sure I'd have to look it up. He's said it more than once.
Yes.
Actually, it does matter because he's now the oldest. He's everything that he was attacking Joe Biden. Now let's do some jujitsu. He's the oldest candidate ever to run. He's obviously too old. He can't even walk down a fucking ramp without being helped by people.
This was a steel ramp. It had no handrail. It was like an ice skating rink. So I took these little steps. I ran down the last 10. And by the way, their tape, take a look. In almost every instance, it ends just before I run.
Right. His brain is jello. He thinks there were airports during the revolution. Right? Mm-hmm. He doesn't seem to understand asylum. He keeps getting it mixed up when they talk about giving immigrants asylum. He thinks that means letting them out of insane asylums.
Right.
Like he's a complete moron.
You're not known to be a humble man, but I wonder.
I think I am actually humble. I think I'm much more humble than you would understand.
As I said, he tried to buy Greenland for sake. I mean, how many different things do we need? He asked if he could send a missile into a Mexican drug lab and they wouldn't know where it was coming from because, we don't have like radar. Right. I mean, it's just the number of things he's done that should have led them to cover him the way they covered Biden those 2 weeks every single day.
Right.
That he opened his mouth the last 8 years. And days he didn't open his mouth, which means he must have been like in a coma because, it's impossible for him not to. They created that situation and he's ridiculous. And anybody who tries to defend that he's not lost his mind and it's not just a pile of melted jello. Yeah. It's going to, as you said, it won't get better. It's going to get a lot worse. I mean, I want to see him on a stage with Kamala Harris.
So many of you have been asking me about the debate, and I'll tell you, I'm ready to debate Donald Trump. I have agreed to the previously agreed upon September 10th debate. He agreed to that previously. Now it appears he's backpedaling, but I'm ready. And I think the voters deserve to see the split screen that exists in this race on a debate stage, and so I'm ready. Let's go.
It's something that Donald Trump never wants to look, and because it is at the core of his brand and his existence. But right now he looks weak, and he particularly looks weak like he's running from a woman, which is something that the pseudo tribe, the big bad tribesman never wants to do. And I think I think he's in a really awkward position